So Mitch, the atmosphere is certainly building here at the SCG. It's a beautiful temperature. I don't think there's any rain on the horizon. There's a little bit of a swirly wind, but I mean, bring it on, the season opener. It's going to be a classic game tonight between the Swans and the Hawks. Can't wait to get started.
Should be an absolute ripper. Thank you very much indeed, Beck. This week in our Pick in Vic segment, there's a festival in every corner of the state as we celebrate the Labor Day long weekend. Here's Bethan Yeoman.
It's a 3-day weekend and there's a big event within an hour from everyone in Victoria. Let's head west to start to the Port Fairy Folk Festival. This is a huge live music fair and Missy Higgins is the headliner this year. A very different vibe to Ballarat's Begonia Festival, a 3-day love letter to flowers. Chill Out in Daylesford is a bit of an oxymoron. It's loud and proud with drag shows, live music and theatre all weekend. Up north in the high country, there's the 49th annual Merry Jig Rodeo, a family-friendly, action-packed event. Closer to the city, the Port Phillip Mussel and Jazz Festival will take over the South Melbourne market for a 2-day seafood party. Red Hill is hosting its 97th agricultural show with all the trimmings. Or follow your nose east to Curramburra for the South Gippsland Garlic Festival, a celebration of, you guessed it, all things garlic. Just don't forget your mints.
Thank you, Beth. Jane's back now with the forecast. And Jane, what's in store for the long weekend?
Well, Mitch, good temperatures for that. We'll be in the 30s each and every day. And on tonight's bright side, how to heart check a hippo. Hello again. We've had a warm to hot day in Melbourne and there are a lot more of them in the next week. In bright sunshine and fairly light winds, the city began on 16, it reached 28.7, that was the top. Outside now, it is sitting on 25. We are set for a great Friday night, kicking off the long weekend. Outer eastern suburbs hit 32, Geelong's top 26, slightly lower than the other side of the bay as the wind is northeasterly. Patches of fog and low cloud cleared out this morning, except on the Otways. You can see it just south of Geelong there, lasting all day. Otherwise, it is sunny, warm at the coast and hot inland. We have high pressure moving from our west to our east. It is cradling the southeast of the country. This here kicks off an extended stretch of heat across the weekend and lasting for much of next week. Cyclone Alfred is finally making landfall tomorrow, likely to cross the islands off Brisbane between about 2 and 6 a.m. as a Category 2 with destructive winds, then potentially developing to a Category, dropping to a Category 1 as it moves over the mainland just north of Brisbane around Caboolture. That's between about 8 a.m. and midday tomorrow. Now, with this and after that, there is so much rain. This is at least 6 hours after landfall tomorrow night and still pouring. That rain is likely to extend down as far south as Sydney next week. But not for the footy tonight. There's just a slight chance of a shower. It's mostly dry there. Brisbane has between 50 and 250 millimetres tomorrow, then up to 130 millimetres on Sunday. Adelaide hot and sunny. Perth is milder but mostly sunny. To Victoria, there's no wet weather after patchy morning fog about the Ranges, Otways and Gippsland. A dry and sunny day, just a hint of high cloud coming in from the west. It is warm in the east, warm to hot in the west, in light to moderate northeasterly winds and afternoon coastal sea breezes. Closer in tomorrow is very similar to today, but a few degrees hotter. Bright sunshine right across the Melbourne area in light northeasterly winds and sea breezes. The first day of the long weekend should be reaching 32 in the city. We are sunny all day. To the 8-day outlook, the heat continues, not just for a day or two, but a long stretch. This here is nearly a week with temperatures well above average. Sunday, 33, lots of sunshine. The sunshine does continue. There's just a slight chance of rain with some systems just passing through. So we rise to 32 in Melbourne tomorrow on a sunny Saturday. Now to tonight's bright side. Keepers always thought Felix was all heart. Now they have proof. Melbourne Zoo's young pygmy hippo has undergone his first ultrasound heart check. The good news is he's so slippery they don't need gel.
We did, however, use our big car wash brush, which we washed the underbelly of little Felix.
The vets have given Felix a clean bill of health. What a lovely way to end the working week, Mitch.
Indeed it is. Thank you very much, Jane. And that's the way it is this Friday, the 7th of March. Thanks for your company. Sunrise has special coverage of Cyclone Alfred starting at 5 a.m. We're live to Sydney next for what's now the AFL season opener. For now, from the 7 News team, good night.
The 7 News app will give you the news you want. Download now.